recent fire on board HMCS Victoria is sparking new questions again about the reliability and the original purchase of Canada's fleet of used submarines. It's been 13 years now since we bought those 4 subs from Britain, but none of them still is operational. The Navy promises that is going to change, and it's standing behind the fleet. But the latest series of mishaps leaves many wondering if the subs are lemons. Louise Hartland reports.
This is what most of us imagine when we think of submarines. But for Canada's Navy, it is anything but. Canada bought 4 subs from Britain in 1998 for $800 million. 1 week ago, a fire broke out on HMCS Victoria's communication mast outside the main hull. The Navy says the fire will not impact the ship being declared fully operational in 2012. It is currently running sea trials and will do a chamber dive in Esquimalt Harbor this fall, testing its watertightness. HMCS Windsor has been in Halifax dry dock since January 2007. The Navy says it is expected to be ready for service mid-2012. The other 2 subs will be ready later. HMCS Chicoutimi caught fire in 2004 on the way over from Britain. The decks filled with smoke and the sub caught fire. 1 officer was killed. The sub is currently in Victoria, expected to be available for operation in 2013. HMCS Corner Brook struck the bottom of Nootka Sound in June. It is also in Victoria undergoing maintenance. The Navy says the sub should be ready by 2013 at the latest. Commander retired Lloyd Barnes of the Royal Canadian Navy holds his 34 years service close to his heart. The former submariner spent many years at sea and was still close to the Navy when Canada bought the subs from Britain.
We knew we were going to have to do a fair amount of work on them to get them back in service. One of the major pieces of work that would have had to be done would be to modify the submarine, particularly its combat system, its fire control system.
Barnes says the process of retrofitting a sub is painstakingly complex. Every piece is taken out, fixed, and returned to the ship. Even so, he is surprised how long that process has taken.
I think it's taken longer than anybody, including anybody in the Navy, expected.
The 4 subs sat in the water unused for years before Canada bought them.
It seems to have been poor preparation at the British end, and some people are saying that it was poor management at the Canadian end in that they didn't take a good look at these submarines and understand, the full complexities of putting them back into the ocean.
Barnes says regardless of the delays, submarines are an important defense tool for Canada, and he is looking forward to seeing them operating in our waters in the years ahead. Louise Hartland, CTV News, SAANICH.